Welcome to the final edition of the Guess the Lines 10 questions for the 2025 NFL season. Hope you guys are doing well. We are live right now on YouTube and Twitter for the we're live on YouTube, the Purple Podcast, so definitely check that out anyway. So I'd like to welcome back to the show as always. Dunkin Dad is here, Vlad is here, and Jake Riepma. We're live on location. Guys, how are you guys doing? And do we enjoy the Super Bowl, by the way?
No,
No.
I'm doing great. Stunt like we thought it would be.
Jake, how you doing, by the way?
I really enjoyed the special teams prowess that was on full display. The punt coverage, 3 punts inside the 6-yard line. I mean,
Beast.
Michael Dixon and
Austin
just
Corn.
yeah. I mean, the flawless execution. You got to tip your cap to the Seattle Seahawks special teams group.
You know what,
That's
Jake?
true. Give them their flowers.
Yes.
When two of the top 4 Super Bowl MVP were from the special teams, that's all you needed to know about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, when you know the
punter and the kicker was really like 2 of my top 4 MVP favorites. Like I really was thinking, I'm like, you know what? If Myers didn't hit if he didn't hit those field goals, that punter could really make a case for himself to being Super Bowl MVP. Like that was a punter's safe haven. Like that was a punter's game. Like that was a punter's dream game yesterday.
Yeah,
it was
not much more he could do in that game. He was the best coverage you could get punting the ball.
Like seriously, no.
Yep.
Nothing he could do better than that.
It would have been a Pat McAfee special. Pat McAfee would have gone crazy on Twitter and everything.
And you know, Trev, this is perfect because this is your leadoff question, so you might as well bang it out.
All right, let's do it. What are your thoughts on Matthew Stafford being NFL MVP and thoughts on the one voter having a first place vote for Justin Herbert, by the way? As we start off 10 questions, the final edition, by the way.
He deserved it.
Okay.
I mean, Stafford deserved to win the MVP. I don't know about the giving the. Hey, everybody wants to be. Everybody wants to be that guy that didn't give LeBron to Melo. Was it Fred Hammond? I think it
was Sam Gammon or something.
Something like that. Yeah, somebody that gave Melo the MVP that year, the MVP vote, and then give it to Bron, and Bron didn't win it. Everybody wants to be.
Everyone wants to have their moment. You know, they want to have their they want to have their Allen Iverson moment. Oh, I voted for Allen Iverson and stuff.
Well, it's the writers that want to stand out and make it about them and why they're smarter than everybody else. Because I'm not even going to say the guy's name, but the tweet that went on to give us all a lesson in the English language and what the semantics of the word valuable really mean. Missed me with all that. It was a guy, like we all just said, that wanted to get his name out there. And unfortunately, when you act that way, and the people that cover the sport are then forced to talk about it, I don't know how you prevent even discussing the writers that act this way. It's kind of like the same concept with the streakers, you know, like the streakers that go on the field in the Super Bowl. The camera crew is taught, don't give them any attention. Don't put them on TV. These writers that just act in this bizarre way, don't give them any attention. We've already talked about him too much. But as for Stafford, really happy for him. He deserved it. And I've had to face the music many times on Matthew Stafford. He's a damn good quarterback. He's a Hall of Famer. But I will not
He's a great dad and you love his wife. Just come on.
He's a great girl dad, but I'm still convinced Kelly Stafford doesn't know the name of her children. Yes, she was there, but the nanny is the one that's probably in charge of dressing them and was probably they probably have 4 or 5 nannies. I would give Kelly Stafford no credit. She's way too concerned about the morning after pill podcast or whatever she calls her podcast and not raising her children.
This is why I love Jake, because he'll find an angle that we do not talk about, and this is why he's getting the contract renewal anyways.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was watching it, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, oh, that's great. I'm like, damn, you couldn't produce one male? Like, not one kid? Like, there's not one boy you couldn't? Like, really? Like, what did you do? Now I'm thinking about what he doing. What did Matthew Stafford do in his past?
Especially at Georgia.
Like, come on, or Texas. What did he do in Texas? He must have been a dog because four. Come on, 4.
Well, Kelly was too busy with the backup quarterback at Georgia to make him jealous.
God.
Oh man.
There we go.
End of year
Jeez.
program off the rails. Question 1.
I will say this. Vlad makes a perfect point. How did Matthew Stafford and Kelly Stafford not have a boy is a big thing. And also,
Because
Like
it's going to be
4
just as
girls,
bad. It's going to be
bro, like
just as bad
4
for
of them.
her when those girls grow up as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's going to be like an episode of Landman in that house.
Yo, he's paying at least $1.2 million for each wedding, right? And it's gonna get higher and higher and higher. Oh my God!
Take that
Maybe
money, put it
2.5
away
at
now, and
least.
just let it roll over and roll over and roll over and roll over, man. Just
it's
forget
gonna be
it.
bad and it's gonna be funny as well. So
Mhm.
I don't know what it is. He deserved it. I'll say this. I thought
He did.
I thought he was gonna he blew against the Seattle game and a few other games in the Rams game. LA
Which
Rams
one?
Falcons.
No.
This-
That Seattle game that they lost on that Thursday night, that wasn't his fault. That was the defense's fault.
True.
No. Stafford had 6 drives in the fourth quarter and with a big lead and didn't do anything. Look, it was 5 out of the last 6 drives. It was a 3 and out. Stafford.
I put 30. I don't need to do anymore.
Boom.
Really, I don't.
Spitting facts.
If I put 30 and I got a 16-point lead, hey, verse, go
No. Finish the game. Every game takes its unique personality and has unique circumstances, and you can't do a blanket. If I score this many points, then I win this game. That's the exact opposite.
If I score 30
How many
points
times
on
you
the
score
road,
31 points in a game? It happens all the time. You can't just
if
say
I score 30
Otherwise,
points on the road,
if they
I
just
should
played the
win.
first. That's like, remember the basketball tournament where it was the first one to 80 or whatever? If that was the score, if that was the scoring system, Vlad, I would agree with you. If the NFL scoring system was first team to 30 wins, I would agree with you. But it's
I
60
I
minutes.
understand that, but if I scored 30 points in the fourth and we're in the fourth quarter and you have a 16-point lead, it's my defense's job to finish the job.
Yeah, but two scores, 2 possessions in the NFL nowadays is nothing.
Yeah, that's not.
Like,
yeah, completely agree. And
you got to be safe. 3 possessions and 3 scores, and hopefully it's on the upside of the touchdown as well. It's not like the 2 in the field goal. That stuff doesn't fly anymore.
yeah, and
These guys-
furthermore, one of their touchdowns was a punt return. That just goes to show there's 3 phases to the game, and each team, each unit has to go on and execute for 60 minutes. And
Jake, I will agree with you with that because that's why when we were, people thought I was making fun, but literally the special teams. Seattle special teams been a factor all year. Remember, everybody fell asleep on a fumbled 2-point conversion.
Yeah,
not their special teams.
Yep,
which is crazy, anyways, for real. So,
I mean, that's the reason why they were the 1 seed, and that's how they, led them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
they were smart enough to remember, hey, backward pass, I can recover it in the end zone.
That's right.
I think Butch Davis said this once. If you have the smartest team, you always win on Saturdays or Sundays. Am I right? Can we say that at least about the Seahawks? All 4 phases they did this year?
Well, I mean, yes, but we've also were worried about Sam could be Sam at any given moment. Like, you know what I mean? Like Sam was being Sam yesterday in the game. We'll get into it, but Sam can give you. He can put you back into the game because of his turnovers. And he didn't do that. He didn't do that the last 2 games of the year. And those 2 were the 2 most important games.
True. Mm-hmm. Very true. All right. Number 9, thoughts on the 2026 Pro Football Hall of Fame class. Who was shocked that you, for the most, it got in, and the biggest snub, would you say?
Start with me?
Yeah, sorry. Can I start? Yeah.
I'm not shocked by any one of them. I would say that they all deserve to get in there. I would say maybe I didn't think I was shocked maybe Luke Kuechly was a first ballot. I thought maybe because of he deserves to be there, but I don't know if he played like as many years or the period of time as others did. But I think they all deserve to get into the Hall of Fame. So I wasn't shocked.
Yeah, the one argument they always come back with Kuechly is that he was sort of like the cerebral assassin out there. Like he was just so far ahead of everyone with the X's and O's of the games while he was on the field. And obviously, like you said, it was a shorter career than most people. He didn't have the Ray Lewis career, didn't have the LT career, didn't have Derrick Brooks' career. But yeah, deservedly so. But I didn't think, like you, thought maybe one more cycle would have been okay. I was really surprised though that Vinatieri went in, and I think they had to put Vinatieri in because you snub Bill, you snub Kraft. Look, Brady's coming up.
Mhm.
Like he's your only Patriot player that's linked to those years. That look, he's got to open up that door because Gronk's up next year, right?
So let me ask you this, guys. You
I
think
feel-
they're trying to get all of them in together, maybe?
I thought so. I said that to Trevor before. I was
That's
like,
what we thought. Yeah.
we can put all these guys in together, right? But I think that because of them being voted out the very first year coming up on their ballot, they needed to the committee, whoever needed to all right, listen, we've got to clear the air, even though they probably should have been out. Let's be honest, right? Like there had to be some kind of recompense for all of those little scandalous kind of things. I mean, the league did discipline you twice, right? It wasn't like it just happened one time. There's a cloud of stuff around it. Now, should he be in the Hall of Fame? Absolutely, he should be in the Hall of Fame. But somewhere, like Jake was saying, like some of these writers, some of these voters are like, we're not going to forget about this, and we're going to make you, pay your piper for a second. So I was surprised that Vinatieri went in before those two guys. But again, I think it clears the air and washes hands. Pontius Pilate's done. Vinatieri's in. Gronk gets in next year. Bill, Kraft, Brady comes up now. Everything's all been paid for. And I think that's why we'll get back to
Vinatieri this long to get in.
He's only the second kicker, right?
Yeah.
Second, third
Morton
kicker.
Anderson's
right?
the other
Morton
one, right?
Anderson. Yeah, Morton Anderson
Right,
and him.
Vinatieri, this wasn't his first year or second year in the ballot,
No.
was it?
No.
This was like his fourth, right? Fourth. But this is like the first time he's gotten to the finals.
That's
in a
crazy.
while,
That's crazy
right?
in itself.
Yeah. I mean, because you can even put people like Vanderjack and Gostkowski in those conversations too. Those guys were
Gostkowski
automatic.
You know what? Gostkowski has a good point to make. He has a good case to make.
Yeah, really good case.
A really good case for him to be in the Hall of Fame. But
Janikowski's on line one right now. He should be on that list too. Anyways, he's got a nice amount of kicking things and also
booming.
All-time drunk. Jake, what's your thoughts on this?
I would say,
Hall of Fame
don't you think and this wasn't what I planned to say, but you guys brought up some good points. Don't you think that it's interesting how we all just assume that football is going to, at least the writers and the voters for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, are going to take a different stance than what we've been dealing with on the baseball side for the better part of the last 2 decades, where obviously all of the big names, to keep this short, obviously in baseball, the tone has been set. The precedent.
Say the name. Barry Bonds. Say the name.
Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, the list goes on, that baseball has said, you're not getting in the Hall of Fame. Whereas it feels like in football, it's okay, this was a 1-year punishment to Bill Belichick. But if the crimes and the sins of whatever he went through over the course of his career were too much to get him into the Hall of Fame year 1, what changes from year 2 now all of a sudden? And I don't think it's right, wrong, or indifferent. I really don't have a stance. It's just we all assume that this was a 1-year ban, 1-year punishment, or we're using that as justification or reasoning of why Belichick didn't get in as a first Hall of Famer.
But Jake, you're right. What you're saying, you're right, because it's like, all right, well, if you're punishing, it's like this. If you're punishing him for what you think he did, then you might as well just keep him out then.
Yeah, exactly.
Do Rafael Palmeiro at least.
You're right. Like it's like when you just broke it down, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, Jake is right. Like if you don't think he's supposed to get in this year, then you might as well not put him in any year, because it's like, don't give me a little, I'm giving you a little slap on the wrist because I'm punishing you for bro. Like that's crazy enough. If you don't think I'm a Hall of Famer, then I'm not a Hall of Famer. That's it really is. Like, I know I say this a lot. There's a Hall of Fame and a Hall of Very Good. Yeah. To me, if you're not a first ballot Hall of Famer, you're Hall of Very Good. Now, should they change the guidelines of the way they vote the Hall of Fame? Absolutely. But yeah, if you're not in the first time, to me, and
it's like the percentage vote for the Baseball Hall of Fame. You have to at least get 5 or 10% on the ballot,
Right, to stay on. It's 75% of the vote to get in. I mean, I'm a huge apologist for your peers, specifically Hall of Fame members themselves. They should really have like the deciding vote. Now, if the media, the journalism, players, whatever, want to like present the finalist to a panel of Hall of Famers, and then they get to vote for the final say, I'm cool with that. Like media's not going to give up their seat at the table. They're not going to be like, oh yeah, because like Jake was saying earlier, everybody wants their name attached to something. I want to be the guy who didn't vote for Ichiro. I want to be the guy who voted for Herbert.
No, but they
like,
scared
come on,
now. But Dunkin Dad, they scared now because
that's
now
what I'm saying.
Now they're getting the scrutiny. So now that they're scared, because like I saw, let me tell you this. I don't know if we're gonna talk about this.
You're gonna have a class of like 13 guys next year.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Know what?
You can't have that. So like put together a nice package, present it to the hall, and let the hall guys be like, all right, listen, we got 200 some votes here. You guys need, I don't know, 75% of our votes, right? You need 3/4 of our votes, and then you can get in. But I think you would cut out a lot of stuff because when you put that back on the guys who actually played the game, like Randy was saying, like Clark was saying, like all these players coming out, apologizing. But like, listen, okay, then fine. You know what it was like on the field with these guys. Either they were, like you said, like, really, really good, or no, that person was
the dog.
Yeah, exactly. They were cream of the crop. They were it, and I think everybody's happy at that point.
I just think the Hall of Fame voting after seeing that, like, I was surprised, like, the senior committee, like, oh, we're going to put Roger Craiging for, like, it was since we're in the Bears. Like, what the fuck, anyways? Like,
dude, Roger Craig should have been a long time ago.
Like, yeah, that was
he should have been
like, wait,
long,
Roger Craig is not
long time ago.
Like Roger Craig, and
that's like looking at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Craig?
You ever see that stuff?
Huh?
You ever see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And they're like, this group, they're not. I'm like, how the hell is this group not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? It's like the same thing with Roger Craig. Like, you think about the 80s, Niners, it's like Roger Craig.
Roger Craig is the reason why these running backs are the way they are right now.
Yep.
Okay? If Roger Craig was playing in this time,
holy cow,
he might be the greatest running back ever because he was 1,000. He was C-Mac before C-Mac.
That's it. Yep.
Barry Sanders is on line one right now.
Yeah. He was your first call in that West Coast offense where they made the running back a receiver.
Right. And nobody ran the ball and received the ball out of the backfield the way Roger Craig did.
Yeah, and he blocked the hell ass too, man. He was decent. Yep.
And
he had the best reaction. Like, he kind of knew it was coming, but like when Ronnie Lott showed up and Winter showed up, like his emotion, I was just like, yes, like this.
But it's his teammates. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
There's a brotherhood. Like, when you were a contributing member, a contributing factor in a winning of a championship, and you see all your boys getting in, and they looking at you like you deserve to get in, but you haven't been in. Then it's like, like I was very happy to see Ronnie Lott and Charles Haley present and welcome in there. And like you said, Duncan, that is like
that was one of the first really like three-headed monsters early on, right? Joe, Roger, and Jerry. Like it was them.
Yes.
Those three guys, man.
That was the original triplets. And then everybody came on. Then you knew who the other stars were because they were a significant team. I think that's what happens sometimes when you're a dynasty. You always think these players should get in. Like and Roger Craig, it's what? Roger Craig hasn't played since what? 95, maybe 96,
32
97?
years.
Huh?
32 years since he retired, something like that. It was
32 years. Like 32 years should not take that man with the career he had that long to be in the Hall of Fame.
No, and if you look in between that time, right? Like in the running back players who've retired and gone into the Hall of Fame, aside from like these really, really great, like Emmitt Smith got in, Barry Sanders got in,
Walter Payton.
Payton got in. Like, there's not really a whole lot of other guys that fit that bill.
NFL and baseball are really about numbers.
Yeah.
And running backs.
We're hijacking the show.
I know, but they're really about numbers.
Producers
really about certain numbers.
The only thing I want to say is how Darren Woodson is not getting in yet. That's the craziest.
That's the biggest snub of them all.
This is the perfect year to put him in, anyways.
Yep, absolutely.
And last thing about that, because you mentioned Darren Woodson, it's not like he was an asshole. This guy, he was never in any problems. He was actually the one that everybody wanted to talk to out of that dynasty because they knew he would talk and there would be no friction. And I'm still wondering why Darren Woodson. He's done the TV. He's done the TV. He's out of football in in some aspect, and they still haven't put him in. It's crazy.
Also, an all-time Arizona State Sun Devil football player next to Pat Tillman. When you think about it,
There you go.
There you go. All right, who was your coach of the year, by the way? Vrabel won the NFL Coach of the Year. Who's yours, by the way?
I think Super Bowl winning Mikey Mack, man. He was on it. He kept everybody in place. I think he showed up. I think he trusted the fact that they were rolling the dice with Darnold. And good kudos to him, man. Seriously, kudos to him. That team looked really, really prepared. They didn't really blink in any kind of adversity, this year. They just nose to the grindstone, kept out doing their business. So, I mean, I give it to him. I mean, I know Vrabel had a huge turnaround, 4-13, but coming through the NFC, let's be honest, was a lot harder than going through the AFC.
Yeah, I don't think Vrabel was the wrong pick by any means. Or Mike Verbo, as he was.
Mike Verbal.
Gerbil,
verbal,
Yeah.
Robble.
So bad. But
Thanks,
yeah,
Tiff.
I think you can summarize how good McDonald was by the fact that he took a quarterback that was kicked to the curb like yesterday's trash on a really good team in the Minnesota Vikings and took that quarterback and won a Super Bowl. And obviously they're the most complete unit to go on and on and on about that offense, defense, special teams like we have. But man, Mike McDonald deserves a ton of credit.
Vlad.
Yeah, Vrabel. I mean, the 2 Super Bowl coaches definitely deserve credit. I'm gonna go out.
If you say Ben Johnson, you'll be banned from this program for life.
Huh? I mean,
I said if you say Ben Johnson, you'll be banned from this program.
I'm just saying. I
Pick
mean,
your first
he
shift,
did.
You'll get
he
it.
won the
Earn the
division.
second one.
He led the team, a downtrodden city and a downtrodden organization.
Yeah,
He led them to like their first really good season in a long time, to the point, and they got a future. I would say Ben, but it looks like I might get kicked out here, so I'm not gonna say. Liam Cohen got to get some love, man.
He's got to get some love.
Yes,
that's a good
Liam
one.
Cohen got to get some love. We all made fun of him after that introductory press conference when he couldn't say Duval right, and all he did was lead that team, coach that team, got Trevor Lawrence to the point where we're like, oh, you're not a bust, sunshine. You actually might become something.
Yeah.
And this is without Travis Hunter.
Yes.
This was all done without Travis Hunter. So
they'll figure out how to use him this year.
I think he will, and I think he's earned the respect out of his from his team. Like, you know what I'm saying? With a first-time head coach, they still looking at you. They still looking at you to want to get how you are as a coach. I think they understand who he is as a coach, and I think they're going to follow his lead. So I would say Ben Johnson, but out of fear because, Jake is a Lions guy and, Dunkin Dad.
Jake, you'll appreciate this. I told Trevor this on the other recording the other day. Went over to the media party and ran into the guys from the All City Network, Chicago, and WGN. And I was like, hey, what's going on? And the guy's like, oh, how you doing? It's like, yeah, nice to see you here. He's like, yeah, nice to see you too. I was like, be honest with you, though. I'm glad your Bear's on here.
Good.
Hey, keep it real.
Yeah.
Keeping it real, man.
Keep it a buck.
That's right.
Put those Bears fans back in their place. Anyway.
Jab.
Am I crazy to say Dave Canales is like a runner-up? Like
No,
on top?
bro, I was going to say it.
Yeah.
That was kind of my choice,
guy.
anyways, between him and Liam Cohen, between the
But
expansion 95.
Real quick, low-key, though, I also think coaches who did a great job are coaches that teams didn't make to the playoff. Like, I still give Dan Campbell credit. Like, that shit could have gone left real bad. He still managed to get a 9-8 record.
He gets no credit.
Dan
But he's
Campbell
not gonna
gave
get
himself
credit
an
for
F.
that. You know who else deserves credit?
Who?
Brian Schottenheimer. You're the coach of the Dallas Cowboys. You had to deal with a death. You had to deal with a lot of shit that was nobody knew.
Yeah.
Nobody knew about the craziness that was going on in Dallas. He
And
kept
they
it
traded
under
Michael
wraps and had
Parsons
his
too,
team
also.
battling almost towards the end. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Liam Cohen.
There we go. All right. Who had the thoughts on Tom Brady's comments on his podcast that I have no dog in this fight and changing that I'm rooting for the Patriots, by the way? Jake, let me let you go after his Michigan guy for a little bit.
Yeah, everybody freaked out about this. I think the people that have the, I guess, quote unquote right to freak out about it and a leg to stand on are the Teddy Bruschi's, Asante Samuels, and the people that actually played with Brady on those teams. Like everybody else, they're outraged to be outraged. I also understand that as the years go by, when your affairs are as interconnected to the National Football League as Brady's are as a broadcaster and now as an owner, that naturally and kind of organically widens that gap between your association with the specific teams that you played for. And it was kind of a weird comment, but it's not something to get so bent out of shape over. But if I hear that and I'm Teddy Bruschi or Asante Samuel, yeah, give Brady some shit for it. But I don't think it's like demanding that Tom Brady atone for his comments by any means. Like, if as the owner of the Raiders and Fox's #1 broadcaster, who gives a shit,
Vlad?
Jay said it right there, bro. Like, dude, he has to go talk to these teams. So somebody's gonna be bent out of shape. You thought the Seahawks you thought the Patriots gonna beat me? From somebody from Seattle might feel
Right.
a certain way, and then I thought it was actually smart for him not to say anything.
Yeah,
I am the lead color commentator of the NFC. Where do the Seattle Seahawks play? In the NFC. I'm probably going to see more Seahawks games than I am going to do Patriot games. I got to see these motherfuckers. Nah, I'm cool. No. Now, do the players have anything to say? Yes. Former players, former teammates, do they have every reason to gripe? Yeah, but come on, man.
I think it's kind of funny, though, as old former teammates like
It didn't
Asante
really-
Samuel taking down the Brady jersey.
Brother,
behind
it
him.
didn't really matter because here's the thing. Now, if this was Tampa Bay versus New England, that would be a funny question to ask. But it's Seattle, so he could have just said the right thing. I'm always I guess what people always wanted to hear. Well, my loyalty is always with New England, and it's not. It's not.
He
his
did say
loyalty's
he's
not always with
he's
New
a
England.
Patriot for life when they unveiled the statue, anyways.
So, it's just because of who it is. That's why it became a talk.
Is it also because the Patriot fans are the super sensitive fan base of all time now?
Get over it.
Dunkin Dad, you got anything or no?
No, I mean, Jake said it. I think he's in a position. When I heard it, I was just like, okay, cool. And coming back and having to, back it up and reaffirm whole love for the Patriots, I guess that's for all the talking heads. But, your former teammates, I'm going to bust your balls a little bit. That's cool. But, Jake, I mean, spot on, man. I mean, this guy's a minority owner in the NFL, and he's the color commentator lead for Fox. He's in a no-win situation. He could have just been like, hey, man, like, I can't really have a dog in the fight. And like, I can, wink, 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 but I can't really say why, because it puts him in a bad spot. Anyway, he loses that question. But everybody getting freaked out about it. Grow up, dude. Grow up. It's like if you're working for Coke and you sit down and they're giving like, Pepsi and Sprite out today. Like, which one are you going to have? I'm not going to drink anything. I might as well take the Sprite because it's a subsidiary. Just fucking drink the Pepsi, man.
Right.
Who cares? No one cares. They're the lead sponsor this year. Like, don't get me on camera drinking the Pepsi. Really? Come on, man.
Hey, man. Sometimes you got to do what Michael Jordan did, man. Maybe you just throw a flag over.
What did Michael say, right? I don't make sneakers for the right and the left. I make them for everybody.
I make them right for everyone.
Michael knows, man.
That's why I sneakers too.
All right, number 6. Who had the best commercial and worst commercial of the Super Bowl, by the way?
Terrible year of commercials.
Can I say Budweiser with the Freebird and stuff?
Yeah,
I think that's
one was all right.
That was all right. You know what I liked? I liked the TV commercial when all the former it was George, Urkel.
The Goodwill Dunkin'.
And it's the Dunkin' Donuts. The Dunkin' Donuts commercial was good. Hey, there you go, Dunkin' Dad. Your people. The Dunkin' Donuts commercial was good.
The best was Brady popping his head around like Damon.
Yeah.
With Aniston.
My name is Tom.
My name's Tom.
I'm Tommy.
Yeah, there were a couple good ones. I liked. Well, it wasn't particularly funny, but if the whole point of a commercial is to be memorable, the Manscaped one with the talking hair was pretty disgusting and disturbing. That's going to resonate for a while.
Yeah, it will resonate. That's the point, right? Yeah, the shock value ones are like, but you're going to remember.
It was too much AI and Coinbase bullshit in my part.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, they got away from that a little bit though, because a couple of years ago, that's all it was: crypto.
How about this? I'm thinking that kid saying, "I'm gonna be a champion." I'm thinking this is like a Nike commercial, and it was no AI Coinbase. That's it.
Crazy. No. All right, number 5. Thoughts on the halftime performance by Bad Bunny. I'll let you guys. So I was making the questions during that time, by the way. So I let my guys talk. You go.
I didn't understand a word he said. I understood every message he was presenting. I loved it. I liked it. I think
the outrage is hilarious because the list of things to be outraged about, a Super Bowl halftime performance is not in the top 10,000 for me. And whether I couldn't understand a word, that's okay. I'm not going to lose any sleep. I think
I moved. I was moving.
Yeah, and it just Was it for me? No, but it's not the end of the world. Like,
Right.
Guess what, guys? A lot of music at Super Bowl halftime are not from the majority of the people.
Right.
Yes.
Right. You know what I mean? Like Prince, when Prince and Michael was performing, it might have not been for a certain group of people.
You talk about that whole ensemble cast they had a couple years ago. It was Dr. Dre, Cube, everybody.
Yeah,
like
it was
people were like,
not
"Oh, I'm not gonna
for a lot of
watch
people.
this bunch of rappers out there. Oh, I can't watch that. Oh, get
Kendrick
off
was
my
probably-
lawn."
Right. Kendrick was probably for not a lot of people.
Yeah,
Guess
not a lot of
what?
people like Kendrick, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. You
I
could have had
think-
the Beyonces. You could have had Rihanna's. It might not be for certain type people. I know it's shocking because they're big celebrities.
Right.
Good. Bad Bunny's not for you. Bad Bunny's not for you. But to say this was an American, Puerto Rico is America, guys.
I'll say this: whether you enjoyed the show, tuned in to Turning Point, whether you didn't enjoy it across the board, the NFL as itself, and this is where I think everybody can kind of like put your big boy business, big girl business hat on. You know, Grammy Album of the Year, Performer of the Year, like he is the marquee entertainer right now. Like aside from Taylor Swift, this guy has the pulse of everyone. The Super Bowl is the biggest stage. Now, all the messages and stuff that you attach to that, look, like that's open for everyone's interpretation. You can
Not
live
on
with
the
it.
show.
Kendrick did the same thing, last year.
They
Back
all
up even
do.
more. So everyone does. So whether or not you enjoyed it, whether or not you disliked it, the business move side of it, oh my gosh, like it's you can't get anybody else any better.
Goodell is happy
can't.
with Goodell is so happy.
135.4 people tuned in.
And Lady
For that
Gaga
show.
was there too, also, and Ricky
Yeah, you had
Martin. too.
Gaga
And-
and Ricky
and-
Martin show up.
You had people that you know that are familiar faces.
Right.
I saw Jessica Alba dancing. I was like, ooh, Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of little Easter eggs, little nuggets
Yep.
for you to just to feel part of the show.
Mhm.
Listen, I figure next year they're gonna go back to more traditional.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
guess what? The NFL's trying to get into. The NFL's trying to go international, guys.
Mhm.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
they're trying to
Business.
get a
Look at it as
league.
business.
Yes, this was
Yeah.
all about the business. They're trying to get a league somewhere in either Europe or maybe in a Latin, Latin, maybe a team in Mexico.
Yeah,
They're
South
trying
American
to.
team. Yep.
This is all about big business
Mhm.
and all the talk. The fact that we're still talking about it,
Mhm.
we're talking about the fact that you're talking about halftime performances more so than the game. That tells you everything right there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
as I said, it felt like Giants Ravens in 2000. Trent Dilfer.
No,
was
fam, it felt
storytelling.
like a Thursday night game back in the NFL. Network.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
yes,
you.
that too.
Oh,
It felt like
yes.
a 2005 NFL Network Thursday night game with Sims and fucking Jim Nantz doing it.
Yeah.
No, it was Bob Papa and then Brian Gumbel.
Oh my God!
Like an Arizona versus Chargers.
It's like
kinda
Atlanta,
game.
Dallas on a Saturday night.
It felt like a Raiders Kansas City game
Oh,
before
yeah, it's
before like Andy Reid got there.
or like it's like Andrew Walter versus Brock Horde or something. Anyway.
Oh, it was bad.
All right, number 4. If you're a Patriots fan, what are you saying about Drake May's performance last night? By the way,
You're not talking about last night's performance. You're talking about the whole postseason.
the whole postseason. We'll say that. Yeah, reward it. Whole postseason.
Still got work to do.
Jake.
Yeah, I think the health question, if you're looking for an optimistic spin on it, maybe he wasn't fully healthy, but you never count your return to the Super Bowl ahead of time, count your eggs before they hatch, or whatever the dumb saying is. But there's no need to sound the alarm. I think he's far ahead of schedule than most quarterbacks after 2 seasons. So yeah, I think they'll be fine and they'll be back.
My thoughts were the shoulder. He got shot up twice. I found out during the post game and stuff. And also shout out to Kevin Majori, recurring guest. First post game caller. Drake May is not the future of the team, by the way, from Boston Sports Radio callers. By the way,
That is ridiculous. Dude, you don't even know what you have with Drake May. Yeah, he's got a little bit more to mature, but the kid is head and shoulders above where he should be at this point in his career. If you should be speaking about anybody, you should be speaking about how Stephon Diggs didn't get his A open for this kid. He was shut down the entire night. Matt Collins is your leading receiver, and the only reason is because he caught that bomb.
Well,
That's
Dunkin
it.
Dad, you just said it.
Come
They
on,
got
man.
no weapons for the kid.
Come on, man. Stefan up there. Oh, my Super Bowl, I get the first. And where are you? I'm looking in the stats right now, and I can't find you.
He's broke.
I can't find you, buddy.
He's broken up right now, literally and figuratively speaking.
Yeah, well,
it's like that Ja Rule segment in Fast
3
and Furious,
receptions,
and the lady gets
37
mad at her.
yards. Yeah, that doesn't. Woof.
Would you say Vrabel's like Vrabel, and people also say is Vrabel and May like the Parcells and Drew Bledsoe era, or is it too early to call that?
Wait, did they go to the? They didn't go to the Super Bowl the first year. Parcells.
No, but like the comparison like eras, you know.
I mean, I don't know.
I think it's more like a Parcells Sims kind of relationship developing. I don't think like you shouldn't expect this much more like out of May. Like he's going to give you close to MVP kind of level performance, but he's not going to like.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this then, guys. Do you see him putting these type of numbers consistently, like over the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, I think in today's NFL on the offense, the way it runs, yeah, I think you go out and get him an AJ Brown, which is probably going to happen before the draft.
So then he'll be a MVP candidate pretty much every year.
Yeah, I think you put him in a conversation parallel to like the Burrows, Lamars, and Allens now. Yeah, but you've got to surround them with weapons. You can't just leave him with what he has. I mean, he led the league in like scramble rushes for quarterbacks. I'm like, okay, that's not going to work.
He's got a run game. He's got a
little bit of run game. Yeah,
he's got a 1A wide receiver. He's got 2 tight ends, which is I feel like Patriots football between Austin Hooper and Hunter Henry and stuff. It's just I feel like they need more.
He missed Hunter Henry bad last night. They had an opportunity to cut that lead to 1 score, and he missed Hunter Henry bad on the left. It was like a left deep post, but also the run game yesterday. Like Seattle just completely shut down Henderson. Man, they just bottled him up, and that was it.
Oh, they need a left tackle. That's also what
there it is.
That was my next thing.
Most important position in football, man.
Jake, what do you have to say? What do you think they need the most? Do you think?
I mean, the weapons is probably the easiest one to point to, but I don't think you have to reinvent the structure of the team. I mean, you got the right guy at quarterback, you got the right head coach, and it's now just about finding some of those complementary pieces.
True. All right. Number 3. Where do you rank this Seahawks defense all time? Would you say, Jake? I'll have you start.
It's a good question because I don't think they were overly dominant in some of the games they won. The Rams one being, the NFC Championship there. I also think that their test on the biggest stage was a subpar offense, but they kind of dominated the way they should, the way you'd expect. Now, statistically, I know they were really, really impressive and set a lot of records, but I put them in the upper echelon, but not best of the best.
Vlad.
Yeah, they're not best of the best.
No.
I mean, everybody's going crazy. They gave up over 500 yards 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So when you're talking about defenses like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense or the Ravens defense, Steeler defense, they're not giving up those type of points.
No.
So are they a very good defense? Yes. They're not
Legion of Doom big like
they're
what they were.
not even better than the Legion of Doom defense.
Thank you.
So they're a good defense. They're not all time. They're not even a top 10 defenses. If you're talking about Super Bowl winning teams, I don't think they're even a top 10 Super Bowl winning defense. They might be
top
middle
20.
to back.
Like top 15, top 20, would you say?
They're not better than the Bears. They're not better than the Ravens. They're not better than some of the Seahawks. They're not even better than some of the Cowboys in the 70s when they had the no-name defense. They're not better. I don't think they're better than the Giants defense that won with Parcells.
For me,
they don't do it. They don't do it.
Yeah, I love the defense, and I think what Jake said really hits it off. Is that the teams that they maybe were matched up against, didn't give you. I mean, I'm gonna throw shade at San Fran and LA, but anytime I get a chance to do that, right? But like all of the Matthew geeky stuff. Sorry, kids. The adjusted value defensive stuff, metrics, blah blah. They put them anywhere like in the top 6 to 10, statistically all the time. But
DVOA.
yeah, DVOA. But like on the eye test, like when they line up, if I had to line up against this dark side defense on one side and the Legion of Boom on the other side, I mean that Legion of Boom defense would just destroy you. Yeah, I mean they're just what they were wired differently. What I think of this team is remember Denver's defense when they won the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Von
2015?
Miller.
That was a very good defense.
Yeah, it was a very good defense, right? And they held a lot of teams in check. They dominated a lot of teams. Von was up front. But aside from that, there really wasn't Mr. Tan.
That defense was good. You had
it feels TJ Ward. Like it falls into that group, right?
Was DeMarcus Ware on that team?
Yes, DeMarcus Ware was on that team. It falls into that group, right? Like, okay, some guys here is good, but it's as a unit, it's really good. As a unit, it's really good.
Okay, all right,
yeah.
Number 2, thoughts on the Super Bowl MVP winner, Kenneth Walker, the third of Michigan State.
Yeah, really big day for Wake Forest. First time ever a Wake Forest running back is named the MVP. No, props to Kenneth Walker. I do think it's a bummer he didn't find his way into the end zone at least once, because it's hard to see a Super Bowl MVP without a single touchdown in the entire 60-minute game. I think am I saying what Dunkin Dad wants to hear there?
You are speaking our language over here.
He was the best offensive player, and it's an offensive award. And you can't. I think somebody even said this. You can't individualize a defense enough like you can an offense player. So it's just always going to be that way.
I think I heard Mark Willard say this. Shout out to FSR. He said they should just give the Super Bowl MVP to the whole entire defense.
Yeah. Unless you have a specific performance like Desmond Howard in the Super Bowl, where you have the special team
Larry Brown
contribution, right, the
Dexter
2 picks,
Jackson.
right?
Malcolm Smith, yeah,
right, yeah. Unless you have those really, really stand out, and the touchdown or 2 turnovers on defense, right? Not a scoop and score. It's got to be, you the whole time, completely dominating.
Or if you have like multiple sacks in a game, I low key think as good as Cooper Kupp was. They should have went to Aaron Donald, but
yes.
But it's always going to be an offensive award.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's because that year he won the Triple Crown anyway. So they were just like, all right, as long as you don't f up during the game, you should be okay. I agree with Jake. It's an offensive thing. When are we gonna realize that the kicker's got to make the kicks, man? He hung 12, 15 points up before anything happened. He's not there. You're not winning. The touchdown thing, I was watching that at the end. And they got that BS holding penalty where he was just barely inside of the pads.
Right.
And he broke off that 50-some-yard run. And you know what would have happened? Everybody for about 2 seconds had hit the over, and then it went away. I was like, oh, man. That would have bumped you over to 45 with the touchdown. But, it's got a good guy. And we predicted on this program, I said, hey, Kenny Walker. I was like, take him. He's going to be your MVP. He was like plus 800 at the time.
We were right about a lot of stuff on the Super Bowl week anyways.
We were
3 for 5 on the Hall of Fame class. Super Bowl MVP by Dunkin Dad. How about that?
Shout out to Ajir Evans. Didn't make it, buddy. And talking about the Hall of Fame stuff real quick, we can back up. Did you see Willie Anderson go off?
No.
On the tweets? Oh, man. He was big on that stuff. Oh, it's getting voted by the writers. Writers don't know what's happening, what's going on anymore. Should be from our peers, blah, blah, blah. He's a big offensive tackle from Cincy,
Did he play for the Chiefs too also? Or the Saints?
Maybe the Saints one time.
I think it might have been the Saints.
Yeah, I think it went from Cincinnati to the Saints. Willie Anderson should be in too, man. It's like these hallmark tackles in the league. Like you couldn't go up and down these rosters without looking at them. It's like, all right, I know where that guy's at.
Mm-hmm.
They need to make it 2 days. The game is played on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Put 5 in on Saturday, 5 in on Sunday. Have the induction. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
They did that for 2021. It was like the 2020 class and 21 class. They should just do that.
Right. They didn't they have to combine both classes one year, the 2020 and 20. Like, just do that. It's easier. It's easier because then you don't got to have people waiting next year. And then because they got to go the following year, you want to make sure they get in the following year. Now you're taking away from somebody else who's entering in the situation, that year. So it's gonna be like nasty. Like you think about that 2027, Brady's gonna be involved, right? You got Roethlisberger's gonna be in there.
Man,
Eli for a 3rd year now.
Mm.
Like, they,
Trevor's like, wait, Eli, just keep on.
You're waiting, Eli.
you could do that, but guess what? Ben Roethlisberger and Eli Manning have the same amount of Super Bowl rings, and one guy has 2 Super Bowl MVPs, the other one doesn't.
Ben Roethlisberger
Giant-
has some of the greatest statistics in the ranks of quarterbacks. Like, he's on par with Aaron Rodgers when it comes to like
Ben?
400.
Yeah.
He passes them in 400-yard games. He passes them in multiple touchdown games. Like, look it up, man. Ben is low key. Shh, quiet.
But you know what Ben doesn't have?
He's
MVP.
Ben's got a chip. He's not got MVP though.
He don't got 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
No. And he's got that off the field stuff too, man. So someone's gonna hold out against him. We've set the precedent.
Yeah,
If he were the Giant, he would get destroyed and he would have been like gone already. Anyways, think about it. All right, number one is Sam Darnold, the long-term answer for the Seattle Seahawks as QB after winning Super Bowl 60. By the way,
what does long term mean?
For now,
3 to 5 years in the
3 to
NFL.
5 years.
I mean, he's already signed for 3. Well, 2 more now.
Yep.
Mhm.
So now it's up to his agent and himself to talk and realize, should we ask for a contract extension?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm asking.
That's the key. Now, that's the question. Does he deserve to get an extension? Because, yes, if he gets the extension, then you know that he's definitely going to be their long-term quarterback in the future. But he's only getting those 2 years remaining. He's got to at least repeat or get them back close to that, to the Super Bowl again, because, hey, this league is it's year by year. So
The Eagles, we know that.
you're
Month
right.
by
Like,
month
you could be
too,
good
also.
this
Month by
you could
month,
be good a
week by
couple of
week.
years, like Carson Wentz, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're not there anymore.
So now it's really realistically, right? The only person that's leaving from that Seattle organization we know is
Kubiak.
Kingsbury, right?
Ku-
Or Kubiak.
Ku- yeah,
Kubiak's going, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. But everybody else, though, you kind of get a feel that they're going to hang around.
They're gonna start taking from the Seattle staff shortly. You could tell you when they see something, it's a copycat. Every sport's a copycat sport, copycat league. So they seen Seattle's success and how they came about. They're gonna try to mimic that as well. So don't be surprised if that defense is good again. That defensive coordinator is gonna get plucked next season.
For
So
sure.
before you get into your final question, Trevor,
That
you
was
had you had little. Well, no, before the back of the week, there is someone who's back in the league that broke just before we came on. Should we talk about a second?
yeah, Adam Gase.
Adam Gase, everyone.
Wait, what?
Adam Gase.
Adam Gase is
5
back.
years.
5
Wait. With who?
Chargers.
The Chargers.
Wait. Hold on. Why is Adam Gase? I thought Mike McDaniel. Hold on. What the hell is Jim Harbaugh doing over there? What in the khaki pants is going on? Wait,
He went
what
into
is
the
Adam
cupboard.
Gase
He's
doing?
like, I need all of the spicy guacamole mix. Give me
Wait,
McDaniel.
what is Adam Gase doing?
He's like
he's
assistant
going to be
offensive game
focusing on the
passing
passing
coordinator.
game for the Chargers,
Yeah.
by the way.
Mhm.
The passing game coordinator for the San Diego.
He's going to take all that really complex mumbo jumbo that McDaniel is going to have, or the and then
One
give
guy
that to
looks like a
Herbert so we can
stoner.
understand it.
One guy looks like a stoner. The other guy did a press conference, looked like he did like 5 lines of yay. And we're gonna have them in the same room
Yes.
And Harbaugh's up
with
there
Jim Harbaugh.
like
Yes.
the dean.
Is now the Chargers going to be coaching rehab 2.0, would you say?
Yo, I already thought the Chargers were gonna be my most entertaining team in 2026. They've just solidified that right
Hard Knocks NFL. If you're watching HBO, Chargers.
No,
Gotta
Hard
be.
Knocks. Steelers. Hard Knocks. Steelers. Aaron Rodgers coming back with Mike
Over
McCarthy.
under on how many hugs per day Harbaugh gives out.
They'll be wearing
Bring it in.
khakis and
Bring
everything
it
in the
in.
Jim Harbaugh program.
That's
Bring it in.
crazy. I didn't. Oh wow.
Oh man,
That
sorry.
broke before the show.
That
You know
broke
what I've
over
heard?
for sure.
So in 2 weeks, fucking Nathaniel Hackett and Adam Gase are back in the NFL.
Oh,
Yes. Nathaniel Hackett lasted maybe a month with Miami, then went to Arizona to be the offensive coordinator.
That's crazy.
Listen, man.
But who's going to get traded first? Kyler Murray or Tua Tagovailoa, by the way?
Kyler.
Kyler, because you can get Kyler. The teams are willing to give some assets and draft picks for. Tua, nobody's gonna want to trade for.
You think he goes to the Jets? Maybe.
Who, Kyler?
Yeah.
Kyler's either gonna be the Jets, maybe Pittsburgh.
I'm down for him in Pittsburgh.
It's definitely not gonna be Arizona.
No.
Can I have an
Indy.
outside
And
snowstorm
Indy.
with Kyler Murray
Don't
running
forget
around
Indy.
Pittsburgh? I just want to see that.
Mike
Little
McCarthy and
midget
Kyler
hand running
Murray.
around.
That's a scene. That's a scene.
Don't forget
my-
Indy. Indy might need a quarterback.
Indy needs.
No, they're gonna go with Anthony Richardson again and find out he can't play
No.
again.
Carly, that's not a good move, baby. That's not a good move. No. Mm-mm.
That's the 10 question. Who's back of the week? By the way, Chick, start.
Who's back of the week? Wow. Off seasons, no football. What are we gonna do, guys? The Olympics are back though. I'm gonna be dialed in.
Are you gonna be breaking down figure skating like RJ Choppy was doing on Twitter? And me and him were talking about figure skating yesterday before the Super Bowl. By the way,
That's bad.
Absolutely not.
That's bad.
Vlad, who's back of the week? By the way,
NBA
okay.
trading deadline, not living up to anything. So I need the
That's a big
NBA
deal.
trading deadline to get me through that bad, boring week before the Super Bowl. And it got everybody's. There were names that were mentioned that got everybody perked up, and then nothing happened. So it was, just like the Super Bowl. It was just, it was boring.
Duncan, who's back of the week?
I love those picks, and secretly Johnny Weir has Jake Riepma on speed dial for all of his breakdown coming up here once we get out there our triple toe loop and triple
Oh
axle.
my God.
Vlad, yes. Lots of hope here in Philadelphia because Joel Embiid just decided to be healthy again. He's seeing a guru, knee doctor, whatever it is. So everyone's all falling in love with the Sixers again for some reason. I would have traded him a couple years ago at some picks. My back of the week is electrolytes for all the hangovers from the Super Bowl parties. And, that's back right now for this week. Everyone's back on track.
I got two. Syracuse is back. They finally had someone from Syracuse University call Super Bowl. That's all these people who graduate Syracuse that's in broadcasting.
Oh, Tirico.
Tirico broke the curse, by the way. So
there you go. And now he's on a plane to Italy.
Was that his first? This is his first Super Bowl?
yeah, that's the first Super Bowl we called. Yeah, play by play.
Wait, no Syracuse alumnus called the Super Bowl?
Zero, baby. Zero.
No Costas.
No Costas.
Sure about that? I don't know. That's Costas.
Costas did pregame. He never called the game.
He did do pregame.
Pregame.
You're talking about
He never
play-by-play.
called the game. Sean McDonough never called the game, right?
No.
Not even for Westwood One?
No, I'm talking about TV anyways. We're talking TV.
TV.
Yeah, we need McDonough.
Wow,
on
you
the
know what?
call, man.
That's a good little stat right there. I never knew that. Wow, Tirico did it, and it was a boring game. Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Also,
here's the guy.
Also, Jake, I'm going to tag on yours. Freebird is back. Everyone's been playing Freebird by Leonard Skinner now because of USA Hockey. That's why.
Shout out to the USA Olympic girls. Big W versus Finland.
Yes. So Vlad, find a way to get Freebird in the wide orbit system now for USA
Oh,
Hockey.
it's already in there.
Let's go.
Let's
go. All right. That is Guest Alliance / Who's Back / 10 questions for the year of our Lord of the NFL season 2025. Jake, I'd like to say this. Thank you for joining us. You will get a call just to come on as a regular guest now because we'll talk hockey and everything. So
sounds good.
Jake, you go.
Can I throw one question before we wrap real quick?
Yeah, go.
Can I just get right off the top of our heads, really, really super duper, way too early prediction of who you think is going to be Super Bowl next year?
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
First of all,
You saw the logo.
Let's just go real quick.
All right.
I'm going Chiefs, Rams.
All right, Jake.
I got to follow Rex Ryan because this one was awesome. Lions, Chargers.
Nice. All right.
Give me the Lions. Give me the Buffalo Bills.
All right. Yeah, I think the Bills. I'm gonna go with the chalk and what everybody's saying. I think it's gonna be Bears and the Jaguars.
Ooh, that would be wild.
I like how you said everybody going chalk, and
Yeah.
then you put Bears and Jaguars. Like, wait, Jaguars?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Way
both-
too early prediction.
Yeah, I'm not going. My team that I picked in the Super Bowl got last in their division this year. That's
Mhm.
But you were over 500 though. You were over 500 though.
last in the division is last in the division.
I hope we win our division. We even win 10 games next year.
Here's the
You're
funnier
supposed
thing.
to win your division. You're the
Yeah,
favorite to
supposed
win your
to.
division.
Supposed to. Mhm.
Now,
Mhm.
we could say this though. We'll say this: a
Gary,
Super Bowl winning head coach going to a new team will not win a Super Bowl. How about that?
Oh, okay. Well, you never. Hey, listen, stranger things happen. Look at the Patriots.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart, Scattaboo, Neighbors comes back. They draft another wide receiver, or they get no line help. Could happen, man. Could happen. The defense was solid,
They might be the team that's in your
but they did
division
give up
that's
leads
scary.
late, so I can't really say they were solid. So
I have
you're
a
right.
reason
Might
to
be
hit
leave an
the
eye
New York
on it.
Now, here's a question about next year's Super
Uh-huh.
Bowl. Are you celebrating Valentine's Day the day before or the day
Ooh.
after?
Jake, start this one off, by the way.
Valentine's Day is a made-up holiday during.
I know that, but
Jake's like, it's a Hallmark holiday right next to Mother's Day.
Wow.
No.
So because Valentine's Day is on the Super Bowl day, it's the same day as Valentine's Day. A halftime performer will be a female.
Ooh,
So Taylor Swift.
Good
So
call.
Taylor.
I really think
Is it
Taylor Swift
T-Dog?
it's going to be Taylor Swift's year next year.
All right.
And
Okay.
She gonna pull up the white Rihanna.
you're going to have to
become
celebrate
pregnant
the
too?
13th.
Oh, on the 13th. Oh.
You're going to have to celebrate Valentine's Day on the 13th.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's a Swift number too, man.
There you go.
Ooh.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Good one, man.
And I guarantee you, watch this. And listen, I'm sorry. They got to start WWE shit. Listen, you need Mahomes. You need Allen. You need the big names on there. You need Hurts. You need the big cities. You know, Detroit. You need listen, Detroit. If this was Detroit, New England, it could have been boring people watching them.
Mm-hmm. We would be enamored by Dan Campbell the whole time anyway.
Yeah, they'll just doing they'll show Dan Campbell doing Man Campbell things, and we'll be happy with it. It was just there was just no juice to this game whatsoever.
100%.
It felt like Giants Ravens to me. It was Trent Dilfer versus
There was
Kerry
at least there
Collins.
was juice with Giants Ravens because you knew about Ray Lewis and what happened the year before. At least there was no storyline. There was nothing to the Super Bowl.
Hey, so big drop there next year.
Right
too. We got Disney going to the Super Bowl next year. It's like everything is all wrapped. It's going to be boom. House the mouse. Let's go.
Bro, it's going to be on every channel. They're probably going to create ESPN Once just so that they could just, show it in a different type of
ESPN the mouse.
It's going to be all of that. It's going to be all of that. It's going to be Walter. I mean, they're doing it right now. They're doing 20 what they call it? I forgot what they call it. It's like the
coaches room.
off.
The coaches room they would do.
Yeah, like basically it was like a handoff. Basically the handoff from the Santa Clara Super Bowl to the LA Super Bowl, which they'll be airing.
Over under on Disney making it one of their cartoon broadcast games too. I think they do it. I bet you they do it for the kids.
There's going to be an animation game.
Team Mickey versus
Team
whoever else. Oh.
The original Mickey Mouse group versus.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, old guys versus new guys. I'm Team Goofy. Let's go, man. That'd be sweet. He could coach.
First half will be black and white.
Oh, wait a minute. Time out. Yeah. What do we think? This is Disney, right? Disney got
Disney,
Marvel.
everything. Like Disney, Marvel, Simpsons.
There's going to be a Super Bowl between the Avengers versus all the Avengers villains. Right there. That's a Super Bowl right there.
There we go.
Here comes the X-Men out of nowhere. There we go.
There you go. All right, man.
Disney may listen to this podcast, start stealing our ideas, and we're not giving them. They're gonna give us credit at least. Jake, thank you as always for coming on the show for this year. We'll talk.
Thank you, Jake.
Vlad, he was originally filling in for Jake for a couple times. Thanks for coming on for the postseason. I like to say.
I have no problem, man. It was a pleasure doing it.
Definitely. Dunkin Dad, I'll talk to you Wednesday, by the way.
Talk to you Wednesday. Let's do it, man.
Regular show will be back once a week. That'll be on Wednesdays, maybe Tuesdays, depends on the guest. So USA Hockey is here and everything. So take care. Be well. Peace out.
Girls up 1-0 again versus Sweden as we talk.
There we go.
USA.
Hey, USA. Woo!